What's up? I'm Troubleshoot. Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'll show you how to get a VNC server, or rather remote desktop, set up on a Raspberry Pi. Assuming you got a brand new Raspberry Pi, plugged it in, and got to the desktop, probably using an HDMI cable, how do we connect to it from another computer simply over the local network? Well, it's actually really simple, and it comes with a tool built in. If we click the Pi button in the top left, then Preferences, followed by Raspberry Pi Configuration, we'll be taken to a screen that looks like this. What we need to do is head across to the Interfaces tab at the very top and enable VNC here. If you enable SSH as well, you can remotely control and use the command line, but what we really need is the VNC option here. Enable remote access to this Pi using a real VNC. When we have this turned on and click OK, you'll see a VNC icon in the top right of your screen here. Upon clicking it, you'll see VNC Server. You'll see an IP address on the left, followed by a security check on the right. When you're prompted to auth, use your Unix username and password, the one that we signed into, the one that we created the user account with earlier. So obviously clicking VNC Viewer here will take you across to the download page, for which it looks something a little bit like this, realvnc.com. This is the brand of VNC Viewer that they've gone with, and you may be able to connect to the server using different VNC Viewer software. However, this one here seems to work best. Other free open source options sometimes complain about different security mechanisms and things like that. Downloading the VNC Viewer from the same brand is probably the easiest thing to do. So realvnc, VNC Viewer. When you select Windows here, followed by EXE, and download it, you'll be able to install it. When you've done so, simply make sure you connect your computer to the same local network as the Raspberry Pi, whether you've connected it via Wi-Fi or Ethernet, and when you've done so, you'll see an IP address here that we can connect to the Pi with. If we expand other ways to connect, and you have multiple networks, you'll see them down here. Anyways, opening up the viewer, having a look at it, all you need to do is type the IP address into the top up here, then hit enter. When you do so, a connection window will pop up and you'll be asked to input your username and password. If you tell it to remember, well, you'll connect to it just by double-clicking it in the future. It works great. Obviously though, if you have a dynamic IP, this number here will change, so do keep that in mind. We can actually right-click the network icon up here, then wireless and wired network settings, and inside of this, we can customize it. So interface will be F0. We'll leave automatically configure empty options on. We can disable IPv6 as I don't have that, and we'll set an IP address here. In my case, it'll be 192.168.1.170. The router we can leave blank and it'll automatically populate. DNS servers, I'll usually use 8888 or 1111. Apply, and when you restart your Pi, the same settings should take control. There we go. Upon rebooting it, opening VNC, you can see my IP is the same, and if we have a look at our network settings, everything's still saved here, which is great. To get some info about our Pi, I'll type in hostname TAC-I, and there's my IP address, then IPR, we can see some more information about it. So 192.168.1.1, it's my IP. Great, things are working properly. Anyways, that's about it for this quick guide. Thank you all for watching. My name's been Troubleshoot, and I'll see you all next time. Ciao!